Yo, thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. Back after running that little test, man, I had to run a little test and shit. I didn't flip the screens over, so the shit was not how I wanted it to be. But flip the screens, we looking good. Famo, Bamo, what's good, y'all? Good seeing y'all. Glad y'all tuned in. So, today we talking about, since we're not going to vote for president in 2020, how we shouldn't be yo-yos to white supremacist society in the meantime, and what we need to be doing in the meantime. Particularly in this video, I'm talking about making some black agenda figures heads show up in a way amongst our constituency and see what those things don't do, right? This is a video that's all about not letting these political parties play with our selfhood, play with our emotions throughout this shit. After the weekend that we done had with, dealing with these people trying to make fake victims out of Kamala Harris, I called it, and then no sooner than I called it, it seemed like everybody just started putting out a video. Kamala Harris, yep. You know what I mean? Her trying to be a fake victim of black society and of people who say she ain't black enough. That can only come from black society saying that. So they're trying to vilify black society, victimize her. Someone who don't care if black people live or die. Her record speaks to it as Attorney General. Her Senate bills speak to that. She's about LGBT in her Senate bills. She's about having black firefighters who aren't even firefighters, prisoners, pose as firefighters in a fucking dangerous burning down ass state like California all the fucking time. They stay burning the fuck down, right? So I'm sensing that energy in new black media. I don't like it, so I'm gonna do something about it, right? I'm sensing that, trying to divert the energy from the real culprits that are doing dirt to black society and trying to point the finger at black society, and I'm not about it. So I jumped on the notion of we not voting in 2020 on my last video, and I said, okay, look, that's perfect. That's the perfect temperature. That's the perfect water level. I'm gonna ease on in at this water level on my next video and go ahead and move it up a step higher than what everybody else doing, because motherfuckers, what the fuck y'all doing? Y'all just hating on the side, looking at us as some sort of punching bag, and we ain't having it. In new black media, we ain't having it. So motherfucker, you got to deal with us on all motherfucking fronts and all fucking terms. We coming, man. We coming. Let me check the chiz at. See who in the building. Okay, yeah, we got some faces in the house. The haze of our lives, man. Is that Paraphernalia Palace? Yo, Paraphernalia Palace, man. Yo, you switch accounts like a nigga change his favorite groupie of the week, man. You stay changing accounts, man. If this the haze of our lives from Black Junction, if this the haze of our lives with Black Junction, I know what's up. Yo, to my Black Junction family, damn, I feel so fucked up that I haven't had a chance to get at my Black Junction account in a little bit. I've been paying for it, still got my premium shit going on. I gotta edit a lot of videos to put them on Black Junction because my videos get to be of a certain length and it's difficult to load them up, right? So it's that whole editing process. I got a little bit behind on the editing for that channel, but I'm gonna swoop through. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna miss. But yeah, man. Yeah. Yo, I get it. Haze of our lives. It be hate, bro. I already know what's up. Shout out to G-Man Jr. 64. What up, bro? Saying newest mod in the house. You know what I was thinking about? I was like, man, fuck it. I got G-Man Jr. 64 as a mod. I want to be the channel that got a lot of mods. I kind of feel that now. I used to was like, I see a few channels, they got like 1 or 2 mods and they got, however many subscribers, whatever. I'm like, well, hold up. I'm kind of of the mind state to look. I want this to have that kind of intimidating kind of environment. to where motherfuckers come to my channel and they just see in the comment, in the chat, blue, 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 all through the fucking shit. So when they come up, creeping up, trying to say little slick shit, it's like, oh, I'm surrounded by all these motherfuckers, this shooters. Oh, when they try to say and take a little, whatever, little snark, none of that shit offends me. The shit they say or whatever, that don't move me. Y'all know me. That shit don't move me. I go right along with it. I get at motherfuckers, man. But like, just to create that kind of command presence, right? I want to be the motherfucker on YouTube that got an army, a mod army, motherfucker. Like, when motherfuckers show up, blue, 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 and then your little left, hey, what are you black people doing? Yep, you already know what's happening. You know what I mean? I want that kind of presence, man. So I've been vibing on it. I've been thinking about that. Like, yeah, that's might not be something that's too bad. That might be something that I go for. That remind me of my real life. You know what I mean? When I go out to the club, it's nigga, 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 nigga. Then that one nigga in the middle of the club that don't know the club surrounded by nigga, 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 nigga. You know what I'm saying? I've been thinking about that. You know? Yo, what up, Nisha Lay? Up, damn it, pop, pop. Niece Penda. Damn it, just read it. Read the screen, P. How about that? Niece Penda, what's good, Miss Ma'am? Sorry, old habit, niece. Don't, man. Sorry, old habit. What's good? Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Tuning in and all of this. The Hazel Allah says that's outstanding troll control. Yeah, I'm probably want to do that, man. Like just on some, the only motherfucker on YouTube with like about a good 25 to 40 mods on every video. So anybody that ain't from this, they step up in it, they gonna see blue, 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 and then they one little punk ass comment like, what? You say what? Okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think that's a lane that need to be covered. I don't think nobody doing it. But anyway, this video is about, since we're not going to vote for president in 2020, what we need to be doing. You understand? And in the comments on the last video that I did, some dude got in the comments and was like, yo, anybody voting for Democrats is a traitor. And he posted a Malcolm X speech saying that. And that's cool. You know, I fuck with Malcolm X. No doubt. I used to be, well, I was about to become a member of the Nation of the Gods and Earth. So I already, you know what I'm saying? What? But I wanted to hone in on what he was saying. I hope he didn't think that this is some party-specific type channel. This ain't what we do in black society. We don't play that. I really hope he read my comment in response to him showing how both Democrats and Republicans shitted on black people during the Jim Crow era with peonage and slavery by imprisonment. Every party's presence helped instigate that type of shit. And they got their kick in, so to speak. You know how to fight, motherfucker losing the fight, somebody getting their ass beat on the ground, then there be that one motherfucker to come up, try to get that last little kick in, right? All the political parties was getting their kicks in, and all of them attended a lot of destruction in our communities, attended the bombing of our economic centers. I mean, a national policy of avoidance when those kind of issues even came up. State for state, party for party for party, right? So this isn't about political parties on my channel. I hope motherfuckers get that. Through the Jim Crow era, we had Republican presidents and Democrats, and nobody had a black agenda. Nobody pushed for reparations. Let me pull this up real quick. I want to just show y'all something, so y'all can know a few things. So I'm clicking through, jumping through. All right, look at this. Just a quick little synopsis of who was the president during the Jim Crow era. I just wanted this person to get that before I get into the meat of this video. If y'all can't read those dates on the bottom, we're looking at the 1870s all the way to 1960. Okay, they say the Jim Crow era ended in the 1950s. I say 1965, 1964, when the civil rights legislations and shit like that got passed. The Voting Rights Act, shit like that got passed, right? That's obvious. Okay. They say late 1950. I don't co-sign that. But if you look at this chart, look at all of this. This is from that period, from 1870 to 1960. And we could say 1970, you know, if we want to, you know, look at that. It's like a 100-year span. But look at that. What color do you see? You see blue. You see red, 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 red. You see a little bit of blue, then red, 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 then some blue, then red. You know what I'm saying? So that speaks to the Republicans. Who you talking about? We don't need to be on Democrats' nuts. We don't need to be on Republicans' nuts either. They spent 100 years watching all of Jim Crow happen and not doing shit. That's my point. So any of y'all that got Republicans getting y'all face talking about we helped free y'all from slavery, turn the clock to Jim Crow and let them know what's really happening. 100 years of them beasting, running the show, and not giving a fuck about black people while running the show, right? Just want to say that. Let me get back to the chat since we got a few screens pulled up. I'm gonna see what y'all going in on here and there. But I'm saying, like, nobody had a black agenda during that time, Democratic or Republican, excluding nobody. And then we came out of that period. We were off kilter after all the fucking terrorism and shit we faced up until that time, to the end of Jim Crow. They want to say late 50s. Like I said, I want to say mid 60s. That by the time we got on a national stage, like after all of this shit was going on, by the time we got to a national stage and we had, you know, we was looking at Malcolm X in the face, we looking at Martin Luther King Jr. in the face, what was we doing? We was asking for civil rights. It was just that fucked up. We was asking for civil rights. Well, I won't say we. I'm gonna say MLK was asking for civil rights because Malcolm X was treat me right or I'm gonna kill you. But we was on some, not we, but Malcolm, not Malcolm, I will excuse you, brother. MLK was on some, just treat us good. Just desegregate this lunchroom so we can eat a double burger next to white people. I'm saying, like on Men's Society, I need a double burger. Yeah, I'm saying on that double burger shit. Oh, please let us be next to you. Some goofy chump motherfucker shit, right? So when the Jim Crow era so-called ended in 65, you know, the agenda, if you will, of the mainstream black community was one of, can we sit next to you on a park bench? Not, where my money for this house I built. America's a house that we built. We didn't get paid for it. We were contractors that didn't get paid for building this fucking house. Where's us American ground state blacks getting black specific set aside? You see what I'm saying? And we weren't laying that flat to everybody in America like that. And that's what got us here to the biggest wealth gap in the history of creation. And we at the bottom of it. So in the aftermath, we've been trying to take this shit seriously, right? And take on the mindset of, I would say, breaking down and disassembling and undoing all the Sambo shucking and jiving and Toby ass nigga shit that we've kind of relegated to a certain population of us, and that being a victim can do to a motherfucker, right? Because if you're being victimized, you're looking for escapism in a lot of cases as your first reaction. When in real life, you know what I'm saying, escapism should be about your fifth or sixth decision you make, right? Your first reaction should be, oh, we being a victim. Okay, we're going to walk the block. We're going to deal with life on life's terms. You know what I'm saying? We're going to pick up the heater. We're going to walk the block. We're going to stalk the street. I'm saying we're going to deal with our situation on the galactic, which it presents itself to us. You understand? Confront it. Get into everybody's ass is the solution. Get into everybody's ass about it is what I say on my channel. And I often say that the universe ain't going to reward us when we don't face shit head on. And what we're doing now is clearly facing the shit head on with a black first mind state, the ADOS, the no black agenda, no vote, the MAPA, make America pay again. We getting at it on a economic lane with, you know, the bitch better have my reparations type shit. You know, with tangibles on top, right? We getting at it clearly in a social lane with new black media. Like, we ain't let nobody say shit slick about black folk without getting their head put on a fucking chopping block and us swinging the axe on the back of that neck at the top of that atlas bone and popping that brain off, popping that head off. We ain't gonna let nobody say shit about us. So we run the social sphere like that. We battling like that daily. And then we got the political moves that we trying to put wheels on. You understand? In several ways. So we getting at it. We're clearly washing ourselves in a real cognizance of ending all this us being on the bottom shit, right? That's a good thing. That's motherfucking vibe right there. That's vibes. Hashtag vibe, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, I congratulate us on that. Let me hit up the chat real quick to make sure I ain't missing. Damn, chat been flying. All right. I don't want to miss everybody. Shit, man. I don't want to miss nobody, really. Pretty Nikki 73 say, I'm new here, but deaf feeling the vibe. Right. These Penda say interracial sex. Don't forget that one. Yeah. That's a problem. Pretty Nikki 73 say, can I suggest instead of not voting at all, we go to the polls and write in ADOS so you can see how many black people support they lost by not providing a black agenda and reparations. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit yesterday. Pretty Nikki 73. We got into that about write-in votes and, you know, Powerpuff Girls. Whoever the fuck we want to write on that bitch. You know what I mean? We can decide, you understand? Something like that. That's a good idea. I think I've seen that idea kicked by somebody on Twitter or something before. I've seen that idea before. You're not, you know, you're thinking alike in the lane of some other great mind out there. They say great minds think alike. You're thinking alike with somebody that had a great idea. I've heard that idea before. So, yeah. That's a point. So, in that vein, y'all, what I'm saying, I just want to say it's my conclusion that it's certain things in this political process that we pay to have happen here, that this process does, right? And responds like, that when your group ain't getting at it in a certain way, and you're not involved in it in certain ways familiar to it. I talked about that in the judicial game as far as how reparations failed at the trial and the judicial route. All these reparations cases, how they basically failed time and time again because judges, you know, they get voted in. They're looking for bribery. They're looking for a phone call. They're looking for a lobbyist. They're looking for somebody to say, we got pictures of your wife taking a bath. We got your kid kidnapped, tied up, right? They're used to receiving correspondence in a certain way familiar, right? And if it ain't familiar, they throw motherfucking issues to the side. And black society, look, we're trying to cover all our bases on the dynamic part of what this ride is that we on in America, right? And a part of the game is certain type of people got to show up for certain type things. This is just my estimation. I'm not a political strategist. None of that. I just understand the shit that I've kicked to y'all on this channel. I understand bribery. I understand usury. And making usury of a motherfucker. And with politics, those things strangely happen to align with politics. You know what I mean? So that's just so those who don't know my content can see, that's how shit is wired on my channel. But from what I've uncovered, politically speaking, party for party, the running policy seems to be a couple things. If motherfucker don't see you at no conventions, no volunteer events for the party, like you just want shit, that's one thing. If you ain't lobbying, you just want shit, you're going to become a group that becomes a yo-yo group. I'm going to explain what I mean by a yo-yo group. Right? Let's see if I got some pictures of some yo-yos in this bitch. Look around. Yeah, okay, I thought I had some yo-yo pics. It's all good. But understand, like, that's the box that they're going to place you in. You're going to become a yo-yo group to politics as the motherfucker to play like that. Is what I'm saying. If you that group of people, right? They're going to play with your emotions. They're going to say, we're going to be your best friend leading up to an election. Then they're going to say, what's a good example? They're going to say, we were your best friend leading up to some sort of whatever election. And this is kind of like how Donald Trump did the Haitians, if y'all remember that, before he got into office. For example, he's like, we're going to be the Haitians. I'm going to be the Haitians' best friend. Then you'll be happy. As a Haitian, you'll start being happy, right? You'll be happy. Then he'll call your country a shithole country after the fact. Then you'll be mad. Then he'll come back and say, oh, I'm sorry, I ain't mean that shit. Then you'll be happy. Then he'll come back and say, hey, no need to be deporting some of you motherfuckers around here. Then you'll be mad, right? That's what happened when, that's what happened with them with their whole shit. Trump turned down their renewal of this temporary protected status where these, Haitians, if you got a job and some shit and you in America kind of settled in a way, they had this temporary protective status where they could stay here and, whatever the fuck. Trump like, nah, we're not gonna renew that shit. Fuck your life. Fuck your death. Your ass is getting deported, right? So it's that, right? Yo, if you want to be precise, Trump kind of did that shit with us at ADOS, man. I'm about to say at ADOS.com. Kind of did that shit to us, ADOS, in a way. I've been talking about how April 1st, 2018, Trump was like, oh, black folk, yeah, I think it's great that, we should probably be looking into reparations. We should probably try to pay them reparations. I think there's some negotiating points. I brought that up on my channel a few times, right? He said that casually. Didn't nobody press him. He wasn't in need of a position of power. He was already in a position of power. He wasn't trying to, he was just speaking casually. So it's like, okay, talking casually. You're not losing or gaining nothing by saying it. All right. So I'm looking at it like, all right. But last week he talking about, oh, I don't think reparations is a good idea. You see what it is? Getting on call with white supremacy at the option, right? Yo-yoing with a motherfucker, right? So ADOS, we ain't trying to be no yo-yo group, is my point. We trying to be on top of things to an extent that, motherfucker, we can't be fucked with. New black media especially, we got a lot of great minds, and I don't want us to be relegated, to a couple of things that y'all have heard me go on at length about on this channel. Y'all have heard me, my number one thing is Black Ain't Shit TV, and just flooding our channels with black is bad, black is, look at what somebody black did, black is this, nah, fuck all that. All right, that's that Sambo sellout nigga shit. Sambo sellout nigga media. I'm not having it. And you can tell anybody that do that type of shit that I said it to. Whoever. The Willie Williams of the world. The Lovely Tees. All these non-ADOS talking shit about black people all day type shit. The Grapevine. All that stupid shit. Right? And also, I went in on how we shouldn't be relegated to, basically the grief porn style type shit, especially when it comes to politics, right? That's a waste of time of the great minds that we have in new black media to be sitting up every week talking about, ooh, look at them, they evil. Ooh, look at them, they bad. These politicians is evil. Like, yeah, call out the evil, you know what I'm saying? Like, by all means, that's good. I do it. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with it. Yet I also celebrate on my channel when the evil get dealt with type shit. Don't I? Don't I do that? Right? I also do that shit too. I keep a lane open for that shit too. So with politics, it's the same approach to me. How we gonna deal with it? How we gonna deal with it? I stay on that shit too. And in local politics, y'all know I've championed the sentiment of a lot of new black media. You know what I mean? That kind of put this in the space of about grassrooting candidates. We used to be grassrooting our candidates, lobbying our candidates. Hold on, let me get over here real quick. Rest of these screens up. Yeah, okay, I can see everybody. I've got on that whole thing, grassrooting our candidates. Grassroots is cool because you get to build somebody up out the dirt. You know what I mean? And you know that they about the block. You know they about what's happening in the community. You know they ear on the concrete outside where the blood falling down and everything. They out there. So you know that they know what the community need. Understand? So I'm pro grassroots, building up a candidate that way. Or what else I say? Lobbying. I mean, lobbying is important because that shit is like an insurance policy, in my opinion. It's like you whispering a motherfucking ear at certain points of the year. Like certain times during the year, you lobbyists get at these politicians, right? Like, do it like this. Your voters want to see this. This is the concern of citizen XYZ city or whatever. The people want this or that. And if you got a grassroots candidate, you know, you probably shouldn't even have to lobby them. But just to, you know, a grassroots candidate, they gonna already know. But the points still sit, you know, it's insurance, man. I'm about that type of shit too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's the local game, right? So add on top of that, this video is gonna check the electoral process at the presidential level. You understand? This is what I'm putting forth in this video and taking a look at that level, seeing what that looked like and the way we can influence that and a trajectory we can be on, right? So let me check out the chisel, see what's good. Pretty Nikki 73 say he's the same one who refuses to even apologize to the exonerated 5. Uh-huh. Yeah, he always has slick shit to say. Him and a few other faces. Him, Tucker Carlson, and Juan Williams and all these other motherfuckers. They keep talking the same circle of bullshit. It's like, all right, so you don't respect the process? That's what the judiciary process did. Respect justice. Respect how it came out. You want us to respect any other verdict? When we try to bring in our lawyers and sue, and we win in these suits, but I'm just saying, like, young motherfuckers, come on. Don't act like we not right in what we do. While at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, it just shows a spirit flaw for a motherfucker to be banging a drum for injustice. You banging a drum for injustice, man. You know what I mean? So it kind of shows what these motherfuckers is made of. We're going to put our claws in these motherfuckers so many ways, man. It's like we know what they made of in a lot of ways. But to our point of influencing the presidential trajectory, this is a deep topic, man. A lot of folks don't want to approach this shit. So I want to try my hand at it and see what it do. See how this shit vibrate in our community and amongst our people. But at the presidential level, the electorate sway across states is what get a president to the White House, figuratively speaking. I want to say, and to an extent, literally. I want to say this is my analysis on this shit from what's presented to us, okay? We could get into other shit. I'm going to just stay on this fool's errand for the duration of what I'm talking about. Then we're going to talk about other shit like, you know what I mean, secret societies and all that type of shit. We're going to get on that too, right? But when we're talking electorate sway, you know what it takes? 270 electoral votes to be president. If y'all don't know the electoral college scheme, the way that shit work, every state get 2 senatorial votes out of this electoral college pie. Every state, all of them together have to divvy up 438 House representative electoral votes. And then Washington, D.C. get 10 House votes. So the total is, no, I said 435 out of all the states. Right? So the total is 538 votes total from all of the states, including Washington, D.C. 435 House, 2 senators per state. That's 100 senators, right? And then 3 from D.C. I said 10, my bad. 3 from D.C., right? That's how the electoral college is broken down. Every vote, every presidential vote, whatever. And the magic number is 270. 270 is the number of votes that it take to win presidency. That's more than a majority, or more than a minority, of however they word it. It's over half, right? So our magic number, and what we're looking at, is 270, right? It's 270 electoral votes to be the president. So I'm looking at shit like this. You know, we need to start sewing up states. We need to start sewing up states by doing some pointed things, if you will, to put in on that. To put in on that 270. You know what I'm saying? And on my first HR 40 video, and I jumped a little bit on the the electoral college. Got on them a little bit. I did that video for the mod of mine, Miss Lovely Dog is 1942. Shout out Miss Lovely Dog is 1942. And I pointed out that state electors, they get decided by the particular political party in the state, right? So every political party has their state electors, no matter what, you know, it depends on if you're represented in the state. So I won't say that, but Democrats, Republicans, Libertarians, Independent, Green Party, Descendants of American Slave Party, whatever party it is, they get a representation in the state electors, right? And you get to be one of these state electors and contribute to that 270 that we're talking about by being active in the party conventions in your state. That's what I brought up, right? And there's 2 types of these conventions. You got the lower level state party conventions, all right, where, you know, it basically builds up to the state convention for your party, whatever the party is, Democratic, Republican, Independent, Libertarian, whatever it may be. It builds up to that, right? Descendants of American Slave Party, whatever it is, you got the lower level state party convention. And then there's the state party convention, which is, you know, let me pull up a state party convention, show y'all how packed them motherfuckers be. Then you got shit like this. State party convention, you know what I'm saying? This is a state party convention for New York 2016 for the Democrats. That's how that shit look, right? Right? And basically at these state party conventions, you know, it's basically based on how much work you put in at all these conventions as to you getting voted to become an elector. You become an elector by the voting process. And, you know, might say it's like hobnobbing or whatever. You know. All right. But political parties, they choose these electors for the state or whatever. And they kind of recognize them based off of them being devoted to the party type shit. They may be, I think I said it before, they might be like state elected officials, mayors, governors, anything like that, right? Anything like that that we could build into a position from a grassroots level. It could be one of them people that we built up like that, right? I'm just saying. State party leaders, anybody like that, right? Or somebody that got a close affiliation with the party, anybody. It could be somebody that is close to the president's candidate, whoever the candidate is, whoever's the party's president candidate is, right? You know what I mean? Your electors may have an intimate tie with the fucking president for your state, right? So that's that. And I'll put up the information for Texas, where I'm at. You know what I mean? I'll put up the convention information for all the parties for my state. And, you know, for y'all in y'all state, y'all do what y'all gonna do. I mean, I'm gonna put up the shit for Texas so y'all can see this and how it is, right? And ADOS, look, it's like this. Any of y'all ADOS out there that want to be involved in politics, like active in politics, you want to be a politician, all of this. You know, you young, up-and-coming ADOS, and there's really no age limit on that. I'm not just saying, I don't want to say just young. I don't want to say that. But ADOS, whoever want to be active in politics, whoever want to be a politician, yo, your night job should be vying for that spot at the state electorate. Not only that, you should get as many motherfuckers as you know that's ADOS to run it like that and try to be a part of the state electorate. I see some new faces in here. I see Work of Art. What up, sis? What is, Miss Lady? Good seeing you. Rolling the eyes as usual. I see that. And the hug as usual. I know that's Work of Art, man. Zachariah Williams says, thank you for calling out white supremacy and black integration. There's some flowers. Yo, man, don't ever give a man no flowers, dog. I'm just saying, dog. Don't ever put no flower emoji up there. And then don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Now, I see what you're doing. I see what it is, Zachariah Williams. Word. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, Zachariah Williams. I'm saying, good seeing you tune in, bro. Good seeing you got the sentiment, bro, about me calling out white supremacy and the role that they be on and the black integration and how that was bullshit. I'm with that. I hear you, bro. Straight rip. But I'm saying that, you know, because if you can find motherfuckers that's about it, right? If you into the politic game and you trying to be somebody, state elector is the way to go. If you know motherfuckers that's about it, that you can get on the same motherfucking train, like that's the move. We trying to swarm these low-level party conventions is what I'm getting at, and the state party conventions, because they're basically the meeting places of the future state electors. You understand? We got enough ADOS in this bitch to swarm. And to really swarm the game on that. We outnumber all these other groups when you look at the lines by which they get divided by. I mean, look at this shit. Okay, if you ever did the math. Like, we outnumber the Asians. They don't count. They really don't vote. You look at the Indians. A few of them, few far in between, they don't count. Motherfucker, the Latinos. Yo, we just watched the motherfucking debate where you got 22 different candidates all pandering for the same group, all going for Latino DACA, all of them trying to put up their best DACA, this and that. Guess what that's going to do to the Latino vote? I don't know if y'all thought about this, but this just came to me like this morning. I was like, hold up. That shit going to split. That shit going to split the entire Latino vote, because all of them going to be running to this way, this way, this way. They ain't going to be unified on no candidate. I want y'all to see this shit, right? Y'all ain't think about this shit. Y'all ain't see it like that, right? So this is going to fractionalize the Latino vote in such a way where they ain't going to matter. Even though they more in percentage than black people, they ain't not going to matter, because they're going to be split up by 22 different motherfuckers. You understand? I want y'all to see the position that we are in, and the position that we're taking, and the orientation where we planting our feet before we start navigating shit. I want y'all to see this, right? And our comparison next to everybody else. White society is going to be the same. They was 60% of the population, white folk. You chop them up, break them up amongst all these different parties, all these different sentiments, all these different mind states. What the fuck you think the outcome going to be? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, we're 15% of the population, 15.1% of the population, if you check the real stats. You know, like my caller that called in the other day, ADOS boots on the ground. ADOS. No, he said ADOS boots on the ground. Boots was his name. Like my call from ADOS boots on the ground. Boots. Last week or a week and some days ago. It was like, man, our vote count. You goddamn fucking right. That shit matter, bro. There's a way that we can direct that shit if we're not playing. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, we the channel that don't vote. I came into this motherfucker. I'm on the no vote shit. Y'all already know me. I've been on this shit. This ain't new to hear somebody say don't vote. But since my first early video was on fuck voting, I've learned a lot. Y'all watch me grow on this channel, man. I told y'all this channel's about me growing, man. Y'all don't watch me, man. Y'all done seen how you boy done grow the fuck up, man. I'm saying I'm doing different things, man. You understand? Saying. So, peep that out, right? We got what? The Africans and the other diaspora blacks, Haitians, all that. And I told you they're only 5 million out of the black population. Actually 4.2. I was giving them, I was rounding up and up for them. They're really 4.2 million out of the black population. We 35 million. So they either gonna throw their vote away to a party, or they finna copy our swag and don't vote. They gonna copy our swag at some point. You know what I mean? They gonna copy our swag at some point, I'm sure. I'm not waiting on they Johnny come lately tag along asses to set nothing off, though. They don't do enough speaking up when their coons do coon shit. It's always us talking about their coons. They don't never talk about their coons. Don't never talk about their elder coons. Don't never, you know what I'm saying? So I'm watching the black immigrants like, yeah, I see y'all. Like, nah, y'all not moving me. So it's that. So I don't give a fuck what they talking about, right? We should be swarming that shit, is my point. We should be swarming state elector feeder conventions like these. Why are we not voting? You know what I mean? While we not voting, we need to be laying the foundation. Or laying some kind of foundation. I don't want to say like the foundation, but we laying some kind of foundation. The foundation is whatever your vote is, take whatever your vote is, Democratic, Republican, Independent, fucking Libertarian, and that other shit, whatever it is, because the way these conventions work is, and the way to be an elector, the way that works is you have to have voted in elections for the party, or whatever they want you to have voted before for elections for the party. I want to see what kind of schedule they look at, like how recent, what frequency you're voting, what election do they use as a schedule to look at to say you voted for the party, right? To qualify you as having voted for the party, right? And different states have different convention rules. That's why I say I'm posting what's up for Texas, so at least we'll know out here, you know what I'm saying? But it's just that you show up, pretty much it seems like you show up You go to little conventions, you get the crowd hype, you know what I mean? You add some life to the party, pun intended. And nigga, we in there, you know what I mean? Really. This is like a coup in a sort of way, you know what I mean? Like this is some infiltration shit. Infiltrate shit that we pulling off. And I know some people are saying, I don't know, P, I don't know, P. You know what I'm saying? Be secret societies, bruh. Motherfuckers be secret society, bruh. Yeah, we know it's motherfuckers plugged on that secret society shit, all of this. You know, we may have to find a motherfucker that's plugged with the secret society shit. On the real, if you want to just put the puzzle together, like, we might have to find a motherfucker that plugged on some secret society shit and they off time, spare time, whatever the fuck. But it's a hard up rider for a black agenda. Walks around that bitch with a whole black agenda the whole time and with these conventions and run with them. And look, so our ancestor Steve Coakley, look, I know, you know, I did a post on the Black Boule and these different fraternities and shit like that. I did a P code on that. I gave a shout out to the works of our brother Steve Coakley on if you're a part of the Boule or you a part of any black Greek letter organization, you off code, right? I meant that shit, you know what I mean? For those that remember that, I meant that shit, right? But what? Motherfucker, what? What? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what fly, right? But I don't know. Yo, that kind of go back to the point of what Niche LA was. Niche LA, damn. Why you have to name yourself Niche LA from me? Why you can't just name yourself Niche Penta, Niche? Damn. Now I gotta remember something different. Gotta remember something different now. I gotta frame it all different. When Niche Penta was like, yo, interracial dating, that's some fucked up shit too. Interracial sex, that's some corny ass shit too. Yeah. Yo, but you know, at the same time I was talking about motherfuckers that's, you know, presidents got, you know, people that's got presidents in their family and shit and plug with the president and plug with this and that. I can give you an example of people who have, you know, fucked royalty and fucked governors and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, you know, we get a motherfucker that yo, what was this rapper motherfucker, man? I forget his name, yo, but he was pretty dope, but he kind of fell off the radar. I'm trying to remember his name. Anybody in the chat can remind me of this dude's name, but he was a rapper, and he was fucking one of these chicks, like a Rockefeller chick. You know what I mean? Like a rapper, fucking a Rockefeller, right? Some shit like that. One of these high up. Let me see, man. Anybody in the chat know who this dude is? Anybody know who this dude is? Oh, G-Man Jr. still at work. Keep getting interrupted with these crack-ass conversations. That's G-Man Jr. spoke here at work getting interrupted by the crackers and their stupid-ass conversation. Yeah. Zaire, what up, Zaire? Good seeing you, bro. Zaire in the chat. You understand? I can't remember this dude's name, but that type of shit, alright, nigga. You still a coon. We don't want you around, but if you can make some shit like that turn into something for black folk and we see it in a tangible way, nigga, alright. Most motherfuckers they don't be fucking no Rockefellers. They don't be fucking no Rockefellers. They be picking whoever the fuck. Dumb nigga shit. It'd be like, these niggas around here. Oh, yo, P, look at that over there, bro. Look at that over there, bro. No, nigga, no. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that when it comes to interracial this and that or whatever. So, I see that. I hear motherfuckers gonna say some shit like, I don't know, P. Presidential elections, man. The Mueller report, you know what I mean? Russia, bro. Russia got hackers, bro. I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, look, I mentioned the leaderboard that I had with Trump, showing Trump connected all the way to Putin via Paul Manafort, right? I mentioned that, I think, in my video about The LGBT being on some Confederate shit, basically. The anti-black LGBT. I believe that was the video where I mentioned that, right? So it's that sentiment, right? Oh, motherfuckers just hacked the election, bro. Then, you know what I'm saying? But to all of that, I say this. It's wise to have ground cover. You know what I mean? It's wise to have ground cover. All of that shit aside, it's wise to have motherfuckers that's about our agenda somewhere around this shit. Just somewhere around this shit, right? Ain't nobody I know that's a state elector. You know what I mean? I don't think nobody in my chat knows somebody that's a state elector. But yo, if you walk outside and you go to the right part of town, you probably gonna run into somebody white that know a state elector. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers back celebrating. We got Trump in. We got him in. Them motherfuckers. They was the ones that was celebrating. You understand? I'm just saying. Yo, G-Man Jr. 64, he at the J.O. right now, man. Motherfucker cracker in his ear talking stupid shit. Man, I bet one of the motherfuckers around him probably know somebody that's a state elector. All right? In the election process, if y'all ever read a ballot, when they list the presidents, we're talking about in a presidential election, in a certain number of states, in a good amount of states, they list who the electors are for the state, right below the name of the president. Whoever the president going to be for whatever the party is, whoever they picked or whatever. Then they got the list of the electors that they pick for the state, right? That motherfucker at G-Man Jr. 64 J.O. probably know one of them motherfuckers on that list, right? I don't know no state electors, homie. So I'm saying, like, there's ground to be covered, man. I just don't want generations of ADOS in the future to be like, man, they ain't cover this base. They ain't cover this base. They ain't look at this. They ain't look at that. You know what I mean? I don't want that feeling on me. I don't want that, right? You know what I'm saying? I'll tell y'all this, man. You know, back in the game, you know, a little story time with Pete, but not too many details, but story time with Pete in a little kind of way, right? Man, back in the game, man, I've stood in front of many committee of gangster niggas, right? Tell y'all like this, man. I've stood in front of many committee of gangster niggas and been like, yo, look, nigga, this how this shit need to go. We ain't gonna flip this shit like this. Nigga, we come back. And we got all this shit sold up. We got all this, and this, right? And they be like, I don't know, P. I don't know, man. Big homie over here say he don't know. He don't know if he want to do it, man. I don't know. I wouldn't do it, P. I'm like, well, what my big homie say, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good idea. Let's run with it. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, P. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that, P. I don't know, bro. I be like, nah, man, for real, we should go and do this shit, man. For real, man, we'll come up off this shit. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know, P. But I know that me telling you that I don't think you should do it is going to stop you. I know it ain't going to stop you. But I'm saying, P, like, I don't know, man. All right, man, shit. All right, I'm going to be back. I'm going to show y'all how this shit work, man. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be back. I'll be back. I leave. I come back. Dumping the bag out. You know what I'm saying? Showing the work. Motherfuckers like, oh shit. Yo, you said you was gonna do that shit. Man, dang, Pete, you said you was gonna do that shit, but I ain't even believe you, fool. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't even believe you. Yeah. Told y'all niggas I was gonna do this shit, right? Told y'all niggas, right? X that. Time again. I'm in the staring at the committee of gangsters again. Man, I don't know, P. I don't know, fool. I don't know if that's gonna work, dog. Man, I'm telling y'all, man, it's just this. I'm gonna do it like this, man. Tell you shit work, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna bring back what I'm gonna bring back, man. I'm telling you. Man, I don't know, P. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If the Shannon Sharp lip, I don't know, man. I don't know, P. I wouldn't do it, P. I wouldn't do it, man. Big homie say don't do it, fool. Well, I don't listen to Big Homie. He know me. He know I don't listen to him. So, look, I'm not saying to be fucked up with y'all, but I'm just telling y'all this shit gonna work when I do it this way. I'm telling you. Man, I don't know, P. Man, I'm out, man. I come back. Did me, right? Man, damn, yeah. See, I told y'all niggas, man. So it's like that with me, man. I'm saying I don't want to leave no stone unturned, man. I don't ever want it to be said that we ain't do what we supposed to do in this generation, man. That we ain't got the fire to do it, man. I'm just saying that. You understand? This is how I think. Plus, I'm an Aries. Yo, any Aries in the chat? Anybody that's Aries in the chat? Let me know that I'm not alone in this. Aries, we're a particular sign, man, that if we don't do the next shit, we don't do the next best shit, if we don't move up in the game and innovate shit and take the risk and do all that risky shit, if we don't do that shit, right, our lives will be fucked up. It'll fuck with us to where our personal lives will be fucked up type shit. Like, we're the only sign like that. We're supposed to be the innovator sign. We supposed to be the motherfuckers that step out and do this and then be like, yeah, here you go. What? That's us. I mean, like, so, I don't know, man. That's my cognizance behind putting this type of shit out, man. That's the reason why I say we need to be walking shit like this. Looking into the state elector game. Anybody that's trying to be a lawyer or historian, anybody that's trying to get in one of them professions that lead into politics and you ADOS and you feel what I'm talking about, man, walk that lane. I'm saying I don't know if I'll try to, I ain't gonna try to do no shit. I ain't finna try to be no lawyer or no shit like that. I ain't finna try to be no, I don't know, but I know this type of stuff, man. If anybody is like in that lane already is what I'm saying, like, that's ground to cover, man. We need to do that. So I'm saying, that's the purpose of this video, man. Let me get to the Chizat. I see my full screen here, but let me get to the one where I can read everybody. Make sure I got the top of the chat. Let me do this too while I'm. There you go. I don't want the whole post without putting in my little pub up. Yo, G-Man Jr., man, I feel for you, G-Man Jr. Damn, bro. What the fuck, man? The fuck they doing, man? Yo, that shit say, sure enough, this big pedo looking cracker I work with say he probably has some in his church. Oh, let me spin it back. Let me pull it back, man. Okay. So let me go back to where Zachariah Williams says something. I'm gonna get at you, brother. G-Man Jr. 64. I see you going in on the motherfucker. Zachariah Williams say, I've been thinking Africans sold black people into slavery and they wrapped themselves in our struggle and went out and became president, and now they competing against us for the same jobs in America. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean by I've been thinking Africans sold black people into slavery, ? And they wrapped themselves in our struggle and went out and became president, ? And now they are competing against us for the same jobs. I guess you mean now they are competing against us for the same jobs in America. How you mean? What you mean by that, Zachariah Williams? I get the part where you say, well, I don't know. I'm not going to try to explain it for you. You got to explain it to me. G-Man Jr. say, I stopped voting back in 2007. I peeped the bullshit and pulled out. Yeah. Yeah. That's what's happening. Damn, I'm still at work and keep getting interrupted with these cracker dumbass conversations. Yeah. Jay Electronic. Yo, Robert L. hit me up to that name I was trying to think of. Thank you, Robert L. I was trying to think of the name of the rapper that fucked one of these Rockefeller bitches or some shit like that. One of these royal, rich bloodline, capitalist bloodline ass motherfuckers. Jay Electronica. That was the example I was trying to give. And I'm talking about, motherfucker, if you interracial dating and shit, motherfucker, don't be fucking with no goofy ass nobody bitches. Go find a Rockefeller, nigga. Impregnate a Rockefeller, nigga. You know what I mean? Then I'll be like, all right, you're still a coon ass nigga. And I don't trust you one fiber of my body. But, all right, nigga, that's a move that we could wait at. We could wait at. Say that's a move for the team, right? You understand shit? That's what I'm saying. All right. Thank you, Robert L., for dropping that bit of knowledge, bro. I appreciate that. Worker Art said you talking about social capital. I'm not sure what she was talking about, but I'm sure it made sense with what I was spitting. I'll watch the replay and watch it back and see what she was getting on. That's Worker Art, everybody. Worker Art, yo. She always be on it. Always be on it in the chat. Always be on it in the comments. She always be speaking some sense. Check her out when you see her drop something. She always talking some sense. Okay, that's just comments. Black men make them kind of moves. Worker said black men making them kind of moves during the Reconstruction era. I want to see what she was getting at. Oh, moves other than not voting. I'm assuming that's what Worker Art was getting on with. Because it needs penned out before that say, yes, we need to make other moves than not voting. Yeah. Saying there's a dynamic to it. That's the word I like to use. The dynamic part of this shit too. Like we need to play the not voting part, but also be keeping other shit in the tuck. Is what I'm saying. That shit needs to be prioritized, man. Alright. Next time I will keep it simple. Zachariah Williams, yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, we still got comment space. Explain yourself, bro. It's all good. Anybody want to call in? The phone line is open, I think. I got them open right now. I finally got the voicemail shit set up. Shit, like a week or so ago. Finally figured it out. What people was talking about. Hey, I'm getting the voicemail. That was it. Got that shit squared away. You might want to call in. Got something y'all want to say? I mean, it's all good. I'll just keep the phone cracking and dumping every time I do a show, man, whatever the fuck it is. It could be a 5-minute post. It could be a 10-minute post, 20-minute post, whatever. When I do my current events and stuff this week, I might do just a current event show or just flip the current event, split it up. I'm saying amongst a couple few days and shit throughout the week or whatever. Right? Like that, man. And we can move like that. I'm going to keep the line on, man, so y'all can always get at me. It's all good. It's what it is. But yeah, hold on, let me get to the. Okay, there we go. Make sure I didn't miss nobody in the chat. Sometimes one of the chats or the other would be kind of on the lizard. Can't hear that. All right. What I was about to say. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. So you know when I'm dropping. Don't forget to check out my Teespring. Don't forget to check out my Make America Pay Again collection. That shit, what it is, pimp. That's what that is, pimp. That's what that is. Let me see if I can find it. Where I throw it at. There you go. There you go. Make America Pay Again, baby. So you can get it through their dome top. We're coming to get that money. Want up at ya. Yeah. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? And y'all keep wheels in motion. Y'all know how we do shit. Get it, y'all.